What's going on, everybody? BG Wizard back for another video. Today we're taking a look at the best healing classes, ranking all healers for rated battlegrounds, specifically Dragonflight Season 4. So best healers in RBGs, let's get into it. The way this works is from the bottom to the top. So F is the worst, then D, then C, then B. So C is basically don't recommend playing this. B is bottom of what's playable. A is playable above average, and S is best in the game. And of course, it's going to go left to right. So if it's on the left, if your class is on the left, it's the best. If it's on the right of that tier, it would be the lowest ranking in that tier. So let's get into the video. Thanks for watching. Make sure you guys hit subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. And more tier lists tomorrow. Stay tuned. All right, here we go. Starting at the very bottom, we're going to put Holy Paladin in C tier. This is not recommended. It is basically the worst healer. It is the worst healer in RBGs. In my opinion, it's mainly just because they're so easy to kill. I don't even know how their healing would stack up versus other healers. I just feel like they always die so fast that you never even get to see that how their healing stacks up because they're just dead. Easiest class to kill. So that is why I'm going to put them at the bottom of the healer rankings, is because I think that they are the easiest class in the game to kill, period. So next, we're going to go with the B tier. So B is what's playable, but a little bit below average, I would say. So Holy Priest, I think there's a better Priest healing spec. I do think Holy Priest can be played. I don't think it's the best. I don't think it's close to the best, but I do think it is playable. I've played with a couple. It's okay. It's an okay spec. Not the greatest movement speed on Priest. And once again, it's okay. Okay cooldowns. Okay healing. Just, yeah, not the greatest movement speed and not the best Priest spec that is a healing spec. So that's why I'm putting them B tier, which is, again, it's playable, but below average. Next, I have the Resto Shaman and the Resto Druid. So I'm actually going to put, I think I'm going to go something like this maybe. I think Resto Druid might be a little better. And then Resto Shaman. So to me, the two Resto specs, the Resto Druid and the Resto Shaman, are both decent. They're both decent healers. Once again, their healing's okay. They're all three of these B tier classes, in my opinion, are way harder to kill than a Holy Paladin, so they can live a little bit longer. Resto Shaman would be the second easiest to kill, and that's why I'm putting them at the end of B tier. Resto Druids are decent. They have better movement speed than all of these classes so far. So obviously decent healing and decent movement speed, and pretty much also harder to kill in my opinion than at least the Shaman and the Holy Pally. So this is how I'm ranking the first four classes here. And next we're gonna jump up to the A tier. So I have Disc Priest being the best Priest healing spec. A tier is what I would consider above average. So every team generally has a Disc Priest. If not, it'll have the other classes that are S tier and A tier. But generally you see a lot of Disc Priest. It seems to be the best healing Priest spec and the most valuable for RBGs. Just the cooldowns are great. You know, you get that barrier, pain suppression, and yeah, it seems to bring a decent amount of utility to a team. So rounding out the A tier is going to be the Evoker. So Preservation Evoker seems to be what I would consider the second best healer in the game. Basically, their movement speed is good, they're hard to kill, and their healing is pretty good. So I think that the value that a Preservation Evoker brings is almost second to none. Of course, there's one spec left we have to cover in the S tier, but Preservation Evoker, in my opinion, is a clear-cut number 2 best healer in the game. Number 1 being the Mistweaver. With Revival, you get the Ring of Peace, you get the Crackling Knocks, so you can knock off potential. You have Revival, which makes you immune to all magic damage. It's really great teleport. It has great movement speed. To me, the clear-cut best two healers in the game are Mistweaver and Preservation Evoker. If I had to make a team, I would probably choose two Mistweavers and a Preservation Evoker, or it would probably be two Mistweavers and a Preservation, or three Mistweavers, or Mistweaver, Preservation, Disc Priest. So that would be my highly recommended healing composition for your rated battleground team. It's get a Mistweaver, get a Preservation Evoker, and then with the last spot, either get a second Monk or get a Disc Priest. And that's, I think, gives you the best chance to win currently in RBGs. And with that said, I think that's going to round out this tier list. So make sure you guys hit subscribe. Thanks for watching, and then tune in tomorrow for the next tier list. Thanks. Peace.